Tariffs. Trump calls them the most beautiful word in the world. And honestly, it's his go-to weapon now that he's back in office. But you know, Warren Buffett, the stock market guru who usually stays quiet, he isn't a fan. He's called Tariffs an act of war. Wall Street? They've gone off, labeling this the dumbest trade war in history. You know, lately I've been getting tons of messages on Telegram asking me what I think about Trump's April 2 tariff announcement. You know, the Liberation Day announcement. So today, I'm here to break it all down for you. What kind of chain reaction these tariffs might trigger? How can we brace ourselves for potential market chaos? And what it all means for us. So yeah, let's break that down, and don't forget to add me on Telegram too if you have any questions. You can get me there. It's a way to get updates faster, and when I set up my Telegram channel, you'll be the first one I will invite in. So yeah, I've been super busy lately. Crypto events here in New Zealand, Binance has been hosting some events too, and I've met some cool new crypto friends. But yeah, it's like once a week I'm going to an event. So yeah, they've invited me to a few offline meetups and salons. So my posting schedule on YouTube might slow down a bit, but still, I take time to share with you, especially about stuff that is as important as these tariffs. So let's break that down. First, a quick rundown on the tariff situation for anyone who is new to this and doesn't even know. Maybe you are living under a rock. If you are already in the know, feel free to skip ahead using the timestamps in the description. So, Trump has been hyping up this massive tariff plan he is dropping on April 2nd, US time. It's not just aimed at the usual suspects with big trade imbalances, you know. It's targeting everybody, and that's the problem. He's calling it America's Economic Liberation Day. But here, in the crypto market, you know, in the crypto world, we are dubbing it our Judgment Day. It's the apocalypse. So yeah, that's a bit dramatic. It's not like Bitcoin is getting hauled off to court, but you know, its decentralized nature means no centralized power can really judge it. But yeah, there is gonna be an impact, and a big impact, at least in the short term, and some market volatility, I think. So if you know anything about tariffs, you get it. They protect local industries, sure, but they also do what? They jack up prices. You know, American consumers and businesses end up footing the bill. Who pays the tariffs? It's the citizens, the buyers. You have Ferrari that already has announced a 10% increase on their prices. It's the customer who pays. And what's more important is that in today's global economy, we are all interconnected. Everybody is doing business with everyone. So if you slap tariffs on me, I'm gonna hit you back with some of my own. It's an eye for an eye, right? So after Trump's big talk, countries like Germany, China, and France said they'd retaliate. If this keeps going, tariffs could tank the global economy into a recession. That's how it could impact every one of us. Investor confidence takes a hit. And yeah, crypto prices, like Bitcoin and others, will feel the heat too. Buffett is right on the money here. Tariffs are basically an invisible war. Small skirmishes, no biggie. But if someone goes nuts and turns it into a missile strike, nobody wins. We all just end up in a mess together. Now some of you may be thinking, hey Cédric, tariffs, you know, if they are this bad, isn't that a total bearish signal for Bitcoin? Like, it's gonna crash hard? That's a fair question. You know, Citi put out a report breaking it down into 3 scenarios. And I gotta say, their take lines up pretty well with mine. Here is the quick version. First, what we could see is nothing. No drop. If Trump's tariffs end up, you know, being pretty mild, market panic could fade, and Bitcoin might even bounce back. But we could also see a small drop. If it's partial, you know, implementation with some delays, things won't shift too much from where we are now. Still, it's bad news, so expect a little dip. And you know, the volatility in the crypto market is pretty harsh, so yeah, we could get some impact. And then we could see a big drop if Trump goes all in with sky-high tariffs across the board. It's not just crypto. Think of it more like 2018 US-China trade war vibes. Global economy in reverse. Bitcoin could sink to 80k or lower. And here is the inside scoop. I've got a couple buddies working in the government who say scenario 2 is the most likely. April 2nd might just be the first wave of tariffs, with the harsher stuff pushed back. You see, tariffs aren't Trump endgame. They are his bargaining chip. He's a pretty good negotiator, and he knows how to use those. He wants to shrink the trade deficit. If he can strike deals with other countries, he won't go overboard. But if he is too soft, it won't work either. So right now, everyone's playing chess. We'll see the outcome soon. I might even do a follow-up video to unpack it for you, after April 2. But for now, Bitcoin's price is likely to bounce around in range, short term. And yeah, over the weekend, Trump's comment and BTC's dip already spooked the market a bit. I don't know if you saw that. But trading volumes is not crazy high, and there's no huge sell-off pressure either. So the market is doing what? It's testing the waters, digesting the rumor. But beyond tariffs, this week is packed with other stuff to watch. We've got the US unemployment data and inflation data coming. Fed Chair Powell's got a speech on Friday, might drop the non-farm payroll numbers. And all of that is gonna crank up the uncertainty. And we all know uncertainty is the market's biggest enemy. So this week, and especially early next week, is gonna be a wild ride for Bitcoin and every other crypto asset. And every other asset in general. Since early 2025, markets have been in a big pullback. The S&P 500 is sliding and Bitcoin might follow suit. And that's not all. There is more chaos brewing. Wars are still raging, and Trump just said he's mad at Putin for not fixing that mess, which he hates. Plus, the Trump family is officially jumping into Bitcoin mining with Hut 8. Eric Trump is stepping up as CEO and Donald's dropping more crypto-friendly signals. And then there is this. A Japanese company, Metaplanet, announced they are issuing 2 billion yen, it's about 13.33 million USD, in zero-interest bonds. To do what? To buy more Bitcoin. And what about MicroStrategy, our old pal, Michael Saylor? They are still stacking BTC even as others panic. So, and me, I'm doing the same. If Bitcoin dips, I'm adding to my stash. But if you can't handle the swings and freak out over price drops, yeah, don't jump in. It's really chaotic lately. For me, I can load up because I'm confident in Bitcoin, and because even if it crashed to zero, this money wouldn't dent my life now. It's cash I never need to touch. Never sell your Bitcoin, And honestly, Bitcoin's wiggles now are tame compared to a few years back. So yeah, I think 2021, it hit 67k, then crashed below 20k. Once you have survived that kind of drop, this short-term noise doesn't phase you. 10%, 20%, even 30% is nothing. So yeah, if you're still scared, feeling like this is some judgment day for your wallet, it means this investment is too heavy for you maybe. So you can either scale it back or sell it out. Surviving is what matters the most. I'll repeat myself here. In this market, surviving is what matters the most. Crypto is full of chances. What it takes is a steady mindset. So my advice for this month of April is watch more. Move less. Cut back on anything that's not a slam dunk profit, especially altcoins. Yeah, I know. April is gonna be tricky, but not necessarily a free fall. More likely, we'll see bigger swings, more volatility again. As panic rises, some folks might play the buy when others are scared card, like me in a way, leading to a tug of war in prices. So it's a tough month, but not a straight down crash, I think. More of a choppy, test your nerves kind of vibe. Long term though, if Trump wield tariffs like a hammer, consumers, businesses, and markets will all feel the pain. Trade slows, recession risks spike, and traditional markets get hit the hardest. But Bitcoin? It was built to dodge these messy financial weapons and power grabs. The crazier things get, the more its hedge value shines. Who knows, maybe this might even be a blessing in disguise down the road. When the world's a mess, Bitcoin's reliability starts looking pretty darn valuable. Yeah? So yeah, that's my advice for what's happening now and what's happening in 1 or 2 days. It depends on when this video is published. I know, it's easy to get swept up in emotions, especially with all the noise out there. Info overload and panic can tank your decisions and cloud your judgment too. So yeah, if you need more clarity, hit me up on Telegram. I'll do my best to keep it real and share clear-headed takes with you. The link of my Telegram, my personal Telegram, is in the description just below this video. Anyway, yeah, that's all for today. Merci et au revoir.